Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and we're back out here in the garage for another Garage Gun Talk. I just got done filming the garage portion of a range report on the Combat Application Technologies WB Titanium Suppressor, and that one took me a lot longer than I was expecting, mainly because today is just one of those days that I'm not speaking very well. Sometimes I come out here and I can speak very concise and very clear, but then sometimes I just stumble on my words. I stammer, I stutter, and I think it's because my brain starts to outrun my mouth. And I'm thinking ahead, and then I lose track of what I'm saying, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta do that segment again. I do have a bullet point script, but it doesn't lay out word for word what I'm going to say. I just say, in this segment, I need to say this, and this, and I kind of remember it, and then I just kind of talk off the cuff. And even sometimes in the middle of a take, I'll go off on some tangent I wasn't expecting. So I never really 100% know what the range report is going to look like and what I'm going to say before I begin to edit it. And that's just the way that I do things. But anyway, I wanted to make a quick video because I like talking with you guys, but I'm going to do something tomorrow I haven't done in a very, very long time. I am going to go to a gun show. Yeah, I have not been to a gun show in a long time. And I know some channels have talked about the current state of gun shows. Some people say gun shows are dead, meaning they're not as relevant as they used to be, with all your options of the big box stores, and of course you have your online marketplaces and so forth, where you can get better deals, things that are more direct, shipped to your FFL and so forth, that what gun shows are just don't have the same appeal. And also because of the political climate, because people feel relatively safe with their Second Amendment rights, they're not flocking to the gun shows like they used to. It doesn't mean people aren't interested in guns or aren't Second Amendment advocates or care about the Second Amendment. It just means they're going to other places for their necessities. And I'm curious to see what it's going to look like tomorrow. In fact, right now it is 9:20 at night. I have the video I just filmed rendering. I got to start uploading that, and I'll set that for release for, I think it's December of next year. Oh my gosh, that's how far I am ahead on videos. But then I got to go to bed because I got to play at a church tomorrow morning over in Fort Worth. I live, if you don't know, I live in North Dallas, or a North Dallas area called Frisco. And I got to go over to Fort Worth, which is the other side of the Metroplex of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I got to be there at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Oh, on a Saturday. Jeez. Which means I'm probably going to get up at 5 o'clock. Oh, I don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. But I'm going to have to. I got to drive over there. I haven't even looked at the music I have to play tomorrow. In fact, probably when I upload this video and I'm laying in bed tonight, I'll download it and see what I got to do in the morning. I think a little bit of, some of it's a little bit tricky. But anyway, after that, I think I'm done at like 9 o'clock, 9:30, and then I'm meeting a friend over at, or in the Fort Worth area, because that's where the gun show is going to be. So I'm going to go there. So I guess I'm putting it out there that if you're going to be at the Fort Worth gun show, if you see me, come up and say hello. Don't be shy. I'd like to meet you if you're a fan and subscriber. I don't know really what time I'll be there, from when to when. I'll just be walking around, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to be looking for. So that's actually kind of what I wanted to make the video about. What do you guys think I should be on the lookout for? And I'm kind of curious, and I'm going to report back to you what I discover. I'm thinking there's not going to be like a lot of great deals when it comes to like new stuff. In fact, when I was younger, I cared all about the new stuff, the newest and greatest stuff. But now that I'm older, I think I look at gun shows for like getting like parts, handguards, stocks, just accessories. Maybe if I found like an old used gun, I might pick something up that interests me. Just kind of stuff like that. And I'm not going with a plan. So what do you guys think I should look for? I think the things that are going to be on my list are going to be an upper receiver for that A2 lower that I showed you. Maybe get some ideas for that. I might be on the lookout for some clone parts for various, like Mark 18s, Mark 12s. I doubt I'll find anything. But we'll just see. So what do you guys think I should be on the lookout for? There's not really a lot out there in the new world that I'm interested in. But you never know. Something might catch my eye. It might be the right deal. But I think I'm going to spend a lot of time at the used kind of booths, if they're even there, because gun shows used to be a place where people would, maybe they're selling off their collections, or they're like estate sales where someone's like, hey, grandpa passed away and we rented a booth and we're going to try to essentially dissolve his collection, get a little bit of money for it. So I don't know what to expect. Maybe that's not what gun shows are anymore. So I have no idea what to expect. And I have not been to one in years. So I'm pretty sure it's going to change. And I can't wait to kind of see and come back here and report to you on it. So if you see me there, if you happen to be there, live in the DFW area, please say hello. But I'm excited to go over there, hang out with a friend. And I think afterwards we're going to go get some barbecue. So yeah, so I had to wake up early, go perform at a church, change clothes, and then go to the Fort Worth Gun Show, which is at the Will Rogers Center, where they always have the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo. And I've actually performed there with a number of organizations, but I actually had the opportunity once to perform with the Stock Show Rodeo Band. They actually used to have a band that played at the rodeo. It was a live band when they did like the bull riding and all that kind of stuff, and they got rid of that for canned music. But I feel very honored to have gotten a chance to sit in a few times with them, because it was a tradition for like 150 years. So that was just an awesome experience. But that's where the show's going to be, and don't know what to expect. So give me some ideas. What should I be on the lookout for? And I guess that's really it. I'm sorry I don't have much more else to say. I guess that's, as I said, nothing else to talk about. I know we could talk a little bit about what happened in Dallas when it came to the ICE shooting, but right now we don't know much more specifically about the weapon and the ammunition used. I kind of wish we could, talk about that, but this is just one of the downsides of having a Republican administration. There's not really a lot of gun stuff happening. Everything in the judicial system is kind of on hold. We're waiting for certain rulings. We hope things are going to work through the court to make it to the Supreme Court, but we don't really have to deal with a lot of anti-gun legislation. Things are just kind of the status quo. We don't have the repeal of the tax yet until next year on the NFA items, so we're just kind of in a holding pattern. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing. No news is good news. So there you go. That's all I got for you tonight. Tonight's going to be a short video. I got to get inside, start uploading this video and the other video I made tonight. So let me know your thoughts, comments, and concerns on anything. And remember, ask me any questions. I'm more than happy to make a video on it. And if you see me at the gun show tomorrow, come say hi and tell me what I should be on the lookout for. So if you watch to the end of this relatively short video and want to participate in the word of the day is show. Show is the word of the day, because I'm going to the gun show and I'm kind of excited because I have no idea what to expect. So thanks for joining me here in the garage. And as always, thanks for watching.